As the coalition focuses its attention on removing Colonel Gaddafi from power, it's easy to forget about the massive humanitarian crisis that has been caused by the turmoil in Libya and other countries in the region undergoing the political upheaval.
Joining us now from the Australian United Nations Refugee Agency is Naomi. Naomi, thanks for coming in.
Thank you very much.
This is affecting millions of people, isn't it?
Yes, it's UNHCR, the UN Refugee Agency, announced last week that it was unprecedented in its 50-year history to have so many emergencies of this scale, and certainly in Africa at the moment, a huge concern.
So how do you rate them? How do you pinpoint which is the most urgent?
In terms of how UNHCR deals with emergencies, any large mass movement of people over 500,000 is considered to be a major emergency. And right now in both north, east and west of Africa, in Libya, in Cote d'Ivoire and Somalia, there are many more than that who are on the move seeking safety at the moment.
And you've never had to cope with something so big?
No, not so big, and not with the risk of destabilising the region. I mean, as we've seen in Libya, the fighting is contained in Libya, but more than 500,000 people have fled to the borders seeking safety in either Egypt and Tunisia, and that has the possibility of destabilising those countries which are already struggling with their own issues.
So in what sort of state are the people arriving? Can you generalise?
Our reports are that people are arriving with literally nothing. Many people have fled fighting, sometimes with the clothes on their back, leaving Cote d'Ivoire, sometimes without any clothes. We had reports earlier in the week of families and women, very sad, arriving literally with no clothes. They'd been ambushed in the bush and everything had been taken from them. So that's the state of people coming. Young children who haven't had any food for a number of days, no clean drinking water. So really in very bad state of health and whatever when they come.
So at least in the initial kind of emergency phase, what's UNHCR providing? How are you helping in practical terms?
UNHCR and with its other partners, the key things are to provide shelter, and so it's very basic things: plastic sheets, tents, clean drinking water, something for people to carry clean drinking water in, because when they arrive they have nothing, food rations, something to cook those food rations in, and of course medical supply. I think one of the most basic things that we supply is soap, because people arrive and sanitary conditions are very important, so a piece of soap can be a very important thing and a life-saving thing to a family and a mother.
There'll be plenty of people out there watching this morning who would say, well, it's just too far away from my doorstep, I can't do anything. What do you say to them?
And I think Australians over the last couple of months have been through a lot ourselves, with
right.
Queensland and floods and the cyclone. But I think having seen what that means in our very own country for people who've lost everything, but we're a country where we do have support, we do have an infrastructure, we do have a stable government. These people in these countries have nothing, and I think very simply, if we have the capacity to do something for another human being, then we should try.
So how can they help then?
People can contact my organisation, Australia for UNHCR, they can call on 1300 361 288,